All right, we're going to jump right into the last topic that we have for today, and that's the first National Hotel Security Conference. It is very interesting because this is the very first time it's happening, and probably timely because of a lot of other security issues that's been happening around the world concerning hotels. Let's welcome our guest. We've got Mr. Ramanesh Keith Nair, who's on the extreme extreme right there. He's the chairman of Malaysian Association of Hotels Selangor. Next to him, of course, Mr. Reginald Pereira, CEO, Malaysian Association of Hotel. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
Right, tell us about this event, the first National Hotel Security Conference. What is it about and where and when?
Well, actually, the first National Security Conference will be held at the Saujana, Kuala Lumpur, on the 12th of April.
Okay.
Now, the purpose, in fact, the objective of this conference, it is actually being a long time coming. It has been something that we wanted to do for the safety and security professionals of the hotel. And to a certain extent, I think Ramanesh will agree that he's still a practicing hotelier. I am now semi-retired from practicing. I'm managing the association. Security seems to be an area that seem to be neglected at times. And I think that's the main reason why we have decided that we organize this conference.
Which is pretty timely at the rate things are going, and you know, the incidences overseas as well.
That's right. I like it when Reginald will look at Ramanesh and Ramanesh would agree.
So I have no choice but to agree.
And all you have to do is just nod.
All right, just coming to the 12th of April itself, maybe you can just run us through like what's happening and what can the participants expect for this, and how many people are you expecting?
Okay, we have initially set a target of 200 people, for the conference. We are almost reaching the number. We only have about 20 or 30 seats left.
Wow.
All right, which is quite good for the first
event ever, yes.
Okay, so like Mr. Reginald said, it's being held on 12th of April. Starts at 9 o'clock. Okay, registration of course starts at 8:30, and we have 4 speakers, who are going to be touching on 4 different subjects. All right. We have top cop from Bukit Aman, who's going to be talking about anti-terrorism and crime in hotels. Okay, a guy is going to be talking about a body language expert. Okay, and expert on occupational safety and health, as well as on fire safety.
Right. So, why did you actually decide to hold this event? I mean, you did mention it earlier, and also why are focusing on the security of hotels? Is it because people will actually assume that hotels are safe? They're just safe.
Well, actually, I was asked this question a few days ago, and I think I don't know whether anyone realizes, but when the moment the guest walks into a hotel, the safety and the security of the guests becomes the responsibility of the hotel.
Yes.
So if you look at it from that point of view, you can see how important the area of safety and security. So it's not just security; it's also safety of the guests. All right. That's why we are bringing in we are bringing in a specialist on occupational safety as well. So. When you talk about safety and security, everyone thinks about crime, threats and all that, but it goes hand in hand, safety and security, and that's why the conference has also been themed this time, SAFE, which is safety awareness for everyone. So I think that's the reason why we want to create more awareness on how important safety and security is in a hotel.
Well, I agree with you there entirely. I mean, if I walk into a hotel, I would expect that hotels will look after me throughout my duration of my stay. Now, I'm very curious, Ramanesh, you mentioned body language. This is something I'm quite curious about. Could you tell us a little bit about the speakers that are coming? As you mentioned, the professional speakers were coming, and especially on body language. How do you train a person to know body language when, again, correct me if I'm wrong, the participants that are coming, and I know they're hotel people, are they able to pick up on that particular subject and actually implement it? Would they be able to learn in detail a one-day program on body language?
It's interesting that we have the president of Body Language Surveillance Society
Exactly.
of Malaysia. Wow.
So just tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, the body language, the speaker will be Mr. Jackson Yogaraja, and he is, like what you mentioned, a body language training expert. Okay, each speaker is going to be speaking for 2 hours. So like what you said, it's not going to be very comprehensive. He's going to summarize it. He's going to probably give the person a brief insight on body language. How to read body language of
Certain
your customers
movements and facial
in order to
expressions.
serve them better,
Right.
and how to tell a criminal from a nice guy,
Oh dear.
things like that. Yeah.
All right. Now it sounds like have you seen this program Lie to Me on TV?
No.
Yeah, it's basically similar to that.
Yeah.
The expert watches your facial expression. So anytime if Mr. Pereira's got that little frown on his face, they
Yeah.
know exactly what
Yeah,
Mr.
very
Pereira's
good.
thinking.
Or they start to fidget and scratch everywhere.
Yeah,
There's-
so they know
yeah.
exactly why they're doing that. That's very interesting.
Actually, I've sat into Jackson's. He also conducts training programs,
Mm-hmm.
and I happened to have the opportunity to sit into one of his programs for half a day.
Right.
And I picked up a few points, and I can also say a few things about both of you all this morning.
Oh.
The way you sit, the way you all
Yeah.
greeted me just now,
So he's an expert. in
So
his own right.
I've got some knowledge about body language.
So
but-
you can tell that we're actually really, really hungry.
Yes, of course.
I can't believe you went there, of all places.
I am.
But actually, on a more serious note, he shared some very, very important facts when I sat in, and some of the things that he told you were amazing because he's an expert. He has gone for specialized training in this, and then the way you sit, the way even the way you fold your arms, you become very defensive. So these are the kind of things that he wants to share with the hotel people, and of course we will have to then look at having organizing a more comprehensive program if there is the need, because it is a very, very, very specialized area.
So the registration starts at 8 and then it starts at 9 and finish off at 6, right? So who will be the VIPs or the guests of honor?
The guest of honor and who will also be doing the launching is
Right.
none other than YB Senator Koilan Pillay, who is the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, from here, where do you see this going? This is the first ever effort. People are coming in. You're expecting 200. I'm quite sure you'll have more than 200 coming in. Where do you see this going, and what do you hope to do differently for next year? If I'm sure you're thinking about
The second and the
Yes.
third and
Yeah.
the fourth
Yes,
and so on.
and so on.
Of course.
Do you see this as an annual event?
Well, looking at the response and looking at the feedback we have got from the security people, this is going to be an annual event, and even more, we are also looking at whether we can take it out of Malaysia, because we also have participants from the ASEAN countries coming. All right, so because we also shared this information with our ASEAN member associations, and we've got some response coming in from there. So we might want to expand it further into an ASEAN conference somewhere down the road moving forward.
Okay. Now, for all of you out there, don't go away. We're going to have a quick break, and then we're coming back. Of course, we're still talking about
Yes.
the very first security conference right here in studios with our guests in the studio. So stay with us.
Don't go away.
Whenever a guest comes in, you can't do that. Detector. But you can install secret detectors at the entrance, and this will be monitored at the security room
Right.
to find out any culprits bringing anything. So this will, in a way, is very good for security checks.
Yeah.
And if all hotels can do that, well, it's very good. You shouldn't embarrass the guest
Yeah.
by just checking them with the detector. No, secret places at the entrances should be installed.
Right.
And this will save some, lives and etc., etc.
All right.
That's my
Okay.
suggestion.
All right.
Thanks,
Thanks a
John.
lot, John.
Somebody will bring it up in the
Sure.
conference.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Are we moving towards that, or has that already been installed?
That's the reason why we can't answer, because as John said, secret.
Secret
We'll let it remain a secret. But
So you will never know, you know.
Yes.
But I think over the years, if you look at the because of technology, there's been more emphasis on the installation of more sophisticated security surveillance systems and safety systems in the hotel.
Yeah.
So I think even hotel owners and hotel management companies have realized that.
That's right.
So I think that's the reason why.
Yeah.
But John's recommendation is definitely something that more hotels may consider.
But it wouldn't be a blatant or obvious security checkpoints like how we'd have it in airports, right? That would be too
That
too
creates
much, you think?
a negative
Very
impact, because
unusual.
if you visit some countries, which I have done, especially the ASEAN countries, you find that to go into a shopping center, you've got to go through a scanner. You go into a hotel, so it creates more of a negative. And I think Malaysia is one of the safest countries in the world. So
I don't think we don't have that level of threat.
yes.
Yeah. Fantastic. All right, now just to let all of you know, yes, public can participate in this program as well.
Registration still open? Yep.
Yeah, registration is open, but it's about 700 ringgit. Ramanish,
It's
correct me if I'm wrong.
700 ringgit for non-members. Okay. For members of MAH, which is the Malaysian Association of Hotels, it's 500 ringgit.
Okay.
And for members of ARA, which is ASEAN Hotel and Restaurant Association, it's $180 US.
Okay, there you go.
So be sure to make your way there, and for more information, you can log on to the website, which is www.hotels.org.my.
That's right.
That is the website. Yep.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Ramanish, and of course, Mr. Reginald, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It was our
And
pleasure.
we wish you all the best. It's the first ever. I think it's a fabulous effort.
And we look forward to seeing everyone at the Saujana Kuala Lumpur on the 12th.
Definitely. The body language will be there.
Yes.
Just keep us 2 seats.
Including the hosts
So-
of Hello On Two, of course.
Okay, well, we hope you enjoyed watching Hello On Two today, and we're leaving you with a live performance with this song entitled Camellia, performed by Azri. So Zamil and Annie signing out for the day. Take care, everyone.
Peace and out, Malaysia. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.